Now students, in this lecture, we will study the differences between sympathetic and parasympathetic divisions and the motor nerves. Now, we have studied that sympathetic nervous system is a widely distributed system. It is innervating many effector organs. It is dealing with the many systems or the many organs of the body. So, while in case of the parasympathetic division, this parasympathetic division is limited. Why limited? Because of the branching of the post ganglionic nerves and because of the presence of the ganglia near or within the effector. Now, in case of the sympathetic preganglionic fibers, we have broader influence as compared to that of the parasympathetic division. And these preganglionic fibers are making synapse with a large number of postganglionic fibers in case of the sympathetic division. So this type of organization, this type of pattern is actually promoting the diffused discharge or the effect of great magnitude of the sympathetic nervous system as compared to the parasympathetic division. So while in case of the parasympathetic system, we have a discrete response. Why discrete? Because in these cases, we have one-to-one connection and the ganglia are close to or within the effector organ. So this actually limits the branching of the nerves or the fibers of the parasympathetic division. However, in case of the parasympathetic division, the exception is the myenteric plexus, where one preganglionic neuron interacts with the 8,000 or more postganglionic fibers. So this is the only exception in case of the parasympathetic division. Now, when talking about the somatic nervous system, your somatic nervous system that is innervating the skeletal muscles. So these somatic neuron axons are highly branched and each branch is actually innervating a single muscle fiber. So you can say that one somatic motor neuron may innervate 100 muscle fibers, producing a greater response. So this arrangement is actually leading towards the formation of a motor unit. So in case of the somatic nervous system, we also have lack of ganglia and the myelination of the motor nerves. So because of these both reasons, we can get a faster response by the somatic nervous system. Now, this is the table which is showing the differences between sympathetic and parasympathetic divisions. Now, site of origin of the sympathetic division is the thoracolumbar region, and in case of the parasympathetic, it is craniosacral region. While the length of fibers in the case of sympathetic division, the preganglionic fibers are shorter, while in case of parasympathetic, these are longer. Now, the postganglionic fibers of the sympathetic division are longer, while these are shorter in case of the parasympathetic division. Now, location of the ganglia. Ganglia of the sympathetic division are either close to the spinal cord, while in the case of the parasympathetic, they are either close to or within the effector organ. Now, the sympathetic division is widely distributed system innervating many organs. So while in case of the parasympathetic, it is limited. Now, type of response because of the limited innervation. In the case of parasympathetic, it is discrete while it is quite diffused response in case of the sympathetic division. So this was all about differences between the nerves of the sympathetic, parasympathetic, and the somatic nervous system.